the safe area.
Hey agents, and welcome to Shadow Gaming. I'm Agent Shadow, and today I wanted to show you guys my absolute favorite build that I'm running in TU11 right now. Well, TU11.1. Now, my last build that got actually quite a bit of views and is still a really amazing build. Now, that was the True Patriot 4-piece with the Memento and the Sokolov chest with Intimidate. But guess what, guys? I got one way better for you today. This is a Hunter's Fury and Memento build, mixed with a pair of gloves that maybe you guys don't know about. Now, they're called the Death Grips, and they got 10% armor on kill, and that's because they were buffed from 5% armor on kill in TU11. Now, while they are DZ exclusive gloves, you can follow my daily targeted loot farming guide series to know when 511 Tactical is targeted loot in one of the dark zones, or is for sale in one of the vendors that week, because you know me, I always highlight the vendor highlights in every morning's videos. This build is a 4 armor core and 3 weapon damage core build that balances damage and survivability perfectly, so you rarely have to pull out the Crusader or Striker's shield. Now, before I get started with my favorite DPS hybrid build, if you enjoy my content, please consider pressing those subscribe and like buttons below. In the pinned comment below, there are links to my daily video series, supporting the channel, joining my Discord and my Shadow Crew clan on all platforms, and much more. But I'll get into that at the end of the video. Let's go ahead and get started with the build. Now, of course, I go straight for Gunner. You guys can go for Firewall if you want for that 10% bonus per enemy kill. Now, I just don't like that because this is the best part of the armor on kill thing. It's what we're going for, is armor on kill everywhere. And we get 10% armor on kill when we run Gunner. I also personally love that every third reload is faster. And then, of course, generating 10% of total ammo capacity. You know, you'd be surprised you go through so much ammo shredding through content, and by the time you go to actually restock, I mean, I usually still got like 800 bullets left in my Dark Winter or Vector or whatever. And then, of course, the emplacement talent we almost never use because we're never in cover. You're always just steamrolling and face-taking through content. Alright, well, let's go check out the weapons next and then the build overview. Alright, agents, here it is, my absolute favorite build for TU11.1. There it is in all its glory. Now, this is the weapons that I use, of course. The Dark Winter, I know it's gotten a lot popular since SMGs have gotten popular, and it is a magnificent weapon for sure. But I'm going to give you some alternatives that you can run that are just as good or maybe even better, and that would be the Chatterbox with Incessant Chatter. When you reload, rate of fire is increased by 20% for each enemy within 15 meters for the duration of that magazine, and that max stacks to 5 and kills refill 50% of your magazine. With this build, you're running around with that Chatterbox and you basically never reload, and if you do, your just rate of fire is constantly going up and up. It's crazy, I love it, so the Chatterbox is a really good alternative. Now, you can also run the Apartment, which also was kind of a sleeper. I made a Shredder build about in TU9 or 10, and it utilized the Apartment with Perfectly Measured. The top half of the magazine has that 20% rate of fire, but you lose 27% weapon damage. But then again, the bottom half of the magazine has, you know, less 20% rate of fire, but you gain 33% weapon damage. So these are really good alternatives to running the Dark Winter if you don't have it, seeing as though this one and the Apartment are Dark Zone exclusives. Otherwise, you could run an MPX or a Vector variant with maybe up close and personal talent on it or strained. Now, onto the secondary weapon. This is going to be the Mop. Now, this is just hands down the best shotgun to run with this build. Of course, it has that 10% armor on kill, which is what we're trying to get, is stack armor on kill everywhere. Now, I run it with the best talent, I personally think, close and personal. Killing a target within 7 meters grants you 30% weapon damage for a whole 10 seconds, too. So you're always getting this right here. Not to mention every kill you're getting is 10% armor on kill, on top of what you're getting from the Hunter's Fury, and of course the Death Grips. Now let's go over to the pistol. I'm using the Card Custom Pistol, and a good reason for that too. Now I'm using In Sync as the talent, and of course you gain a skill tier when you have it out and equipped. Remember, hitting an enemy grants 15% skill damage for 5 entire seconds. Using a skill or damaging an enemy with a skill grants 15% weapon damage for 5 seconds. and the damage increases are doubled while both buffs are active at the same time. Now this is why I use the Crusader shield, because as soon as you pull that Crusader shield out, you've got 30% weapon damage and 30% skill damage for 5 seconds, and you can keep reactivating that every time you pull out the shield and then put it back. So this, 182,000 base damage goes up by 30% as soon as you pull your shield out. And that's useful for all sorts of, directives on and in other situations as well. Now let's go check out the build overview of the 6 pieces of gear and then the skills. Alright agents, here we are at the build overview. This is my favorite build I've had in so long. I just absolutely love it. So let's get started with it. So main thing to focus on is the armor on kill, and then of course your crit hit chance. Now I want to cap mine out at 60%. I think it's at about 62 or 63. That's how much you want to get it to, is right under or right at 60% crit hit chance. So every time you get your Hunter's Fury piece, you're going to want to roll it with crit hit chance or crit hit damage. Just know when you're at that cap and then start stacking into critical hit damage. Now I run the chest piece because not a lot of people know this, but it's better than Obliterate. Now let's go over the 2-piece, 3, and 4 pieces. For 2 pieces, we get extra 15% shotgun and SMG damage, which of course we're running SMGs and shotguns, so great. 3 pieces, we're getting an extra 20% armor on kill and 100% health on kill, which is of course great because we're getting 10% from the death grips, and we're also getting 10% from the mob. Now 4 pieces is Apex Predator. Enemies within 15 meters receive a debuff, amplifying your weapon damage against them by 20%. Killing a debuffed enemy with your weapon also disorients them, and that's officially a status effect, by the way. Other enemies within 5 meters, and amplifies weapon damage by 5% for 10 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. So Obliterate gives you 25% weapon damage, but this gives you amplified 25% weapon damage. And when you run the chest, you get it for 30 seconds instead of 10 seconds. And Obliterate lasts for, I believe, 5 entire seconds. So you've got all this extra weapon damage that's amplified, the best type of damage in the game. And you're getting that for 30 entire seconds. So always run that chest piece in this build. Now, of course, I'm running an armor roll on this because I want 3 armor cores and the rest buried in damage. So over here we got weapon damage and crit hit damage. And then for the knee pads, I rolled armor maxed out. And then of course this would be crit hit damage if, I had a better piece, that I would be able to equip. Now moving on to the memento, everybody knows it. So actually I'm going to go to the death grips, the highlight of this build basically. Now this is a Dark Zone exclusive 511 tactical, which gives you 10% health. Now, like I said, I do a daily video every morning around 9 to 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I release a video that shows the targeted loot map and farming guides, help for beginners and veterans every single morning. And I will let you know when to farm for this and if it's on sale with the vendors at the Dark Zone that week. Now, of course, this rolls with 170k armor as the main attribute, and you want to keep that. Second, you get 10% armor on kill, which of course we want. We're stacking it with our Hunter's Fury, the Mop, and the Dark Winter. And then I rolled crit hit chance on it to get me to that cap of 60% crit hit chance. So this is just an absolute game changer to me. Mixing Hunter's Fury with 3 armor cores, and then of course the death grips, is absolutely way better than that True Patriot 4-piece. I just absolutely love this one so much more. So I highly recommend trying this out instead of that 4-piece True Patriot with the memento. Now lastly, we got the memento, which everybody knows probably by now. You get 3 of the main cores, a skill tier, your armor core, and your weapon damage. And of course, I put a crit hit damage mod on here, a crit hit chance mod on the mask, and then a crit hit damage mod on the chest, just to let you guys know. Now this comes with kill confirmed. Enemies you kill drop a trophy on death. Collecting trophies provides both a short and long-term buff. The first of which scales with the number of core attributes equipped and lasts 10 seconds. Now you get 5% weapon damage, 10% bonus armor, and 5% skill efficiency. And remember, skill efficiency, is everything. Skill haste, skill damage, skill repair. And for every trophy collected, you gain an additional 1% weapon damage, skill efficiency, and 0.1% armor regen for 300 seconds, and it maxes out at 30 stacks. Now when you look at the UI at the bottom, sometimes it won't show, it disappears. What I do is just re-equip a backpack, just re-equipped it, and then that fixes the issue and then gets you back on track. I don't know if it's a UI bug or not, but comment in the comment section below if anyone knows or if anyone at Ubisoft might be watching this. Now this works extremely well because it's helping you out with all the bonus armor, the armor regen, extra stuff with your skills. I mean, overall this is just buffing a little bit of everything, and it's keeping you alive really too, and all sorts of extra damage as well. And since we're running with 3 armor cores, or actually 4 armor cores because of the memento, we're getting 40% bonus armor every time, for the short-term buff. So this is huge. It's a big game changer to me. I wanted to find something that was like the True Patriot build, and I found something that I believe is much better. Now let's go on and move on to the skills. Alright, agents, so for the skills, it's pretty bare bones and simple. You want to run the Revive Hive, which, just revives you. And of course, when you're running around with this pistol, the card custom, you get that extra skill tier. So that could end up helping you even more. But really, you just want to run the Crusader shield. Right now, it's at a tier 5, because remember, those blue armor cores, they bring the tier of your skill, your shield up. So we're getting 50% active regen, 200% shield health, and 25% holstered regen. And then for the mods, I like to just run shield health mods, active regen, and then holstered regen, of course. And of course, every time you pull this out and you have the card custom pistol equipped, it just does insane amounts of damage for a pistol, so it's awesome. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the skills and the entire build. I really wanted to get this out to you guys, so that's it for the skills, guys. Alright, agents, well that was it for the build. I hope you guys liked it, and thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share if you enjoyed my content. If you would like to become a member for support and exclusive perks, click the join button below to further support my dream of being a full-time content creator. It helps me out a ton, so I appreciate everyone that's on my channel membership right now. Like, shout out to Heaven High, Silverback, all you guys are amazing. You can also grab some Shadow Gaming merchandise by clicking the link in the pinned comment and video description below. I lowered the prices across the board, and I got a promo code for free shipping for the next 2 weeks that you can get from the pinned comment and video description below. I'm even ordering some of this stuff. I want that face mask. I want a hat. I'm going to be adding a hat to the merchandise store pretty soon as well. So definitely go check that out. You can also support me on alt tech like Patreon, Storyfire, BitChute, Subscribestar, and more, because there's currently no Division 2 creators really on these platforms, and I'm looking to diversify out there. So please help me with that if you're interested. But if you're still watching this video right now to the end, thank you. That really is truly the best way to support me and whitelist me on your ad blocker. So be sure to stay tuned for more daily Division 2 content. This is Agent Shadow signing off. I will see you in the next video. Take care, agents.
Take care, agents, and thanks for watching.
Take care, Raisin. Thanks for watching.